Hey guys, welcome to the June 2020 budget with me. You can tell it's 2020 because I'm so used to having my mask on that I've got it around my neck. Um, you can see in the background I am filming from my hotel room. I am currently in Birmingham, Alabama, and I'll be here for another couple of weeks. With this new job, I'm 3 weeks on and 5 days off. So I'll be moving around a lot. And of course, that does affect my budget as well. First thing here is Google AdSense. I haven't been paying a lot of attention to this because of the whole plague going on. The ad rates have been down a lot, and it's not like I'm getting money from it every month anymore. So it looks like I made about $40 in the last month. Which means that it's going to be at least another month. So for June, I won't have anything here. Now with Paycheck, there's a lot of different things that kind of factor into this. And to the best of my ability, I'm going to calculate this. I have a paycheck coming in tomorrow. I'm filming this on the 4th. And on the 5th, I have a paycheck coming in for about $700. And that was for a partial week for my last deployment. So we got 700, and then I get paid weekly, so 3 more paychecks in June, which after taxes are approximately $1,500. So that's 4,500 plus 700. That's 5,200. So remember that this is higher here because last month I also had my last paycheck from my property management job that came in on May 1st. So now we've changed the budget for paycheck down to 5,200, but we're still going to be okay because we're still way over here. Now with referral income, as far as I know, there are no referrals for Instacart that are really looking like they'll be completed this month. Although, hopefully something surprises me. Car insurance should be right on. Last month I got a little bit of a discount, but it should be the same as it has been for the next month. And the other thing that I'm going to do is look into putting my car in storage. And not actual storage, but it's a status that you can be in with the car insurer where when you're not driving it, it lowers your rate. And then I just have to have them activate it for like the 5 days that I'm home. Car payment will be the same, and this will be made early, so we'll get more on the principal. Also, gas and fuel, really all of these, I've not categorized any transactions that have come in for this month. And Mint likes to categorize them themselves, but it's usually wrong. So just don't pay attention to anything that's on here right now because it's probably wrong. I did, however, go over the gas budget last month. And although I don't have my car with me, I have a rental car here and the company pays for gas. I am going to need to get probably, let's just put $40. I'm not planning any trips home or anything like I did take in May, but that should hopefully cover that because I did go over. Now my electric bill has gone down, and I don't have it in front of me right now, but because I wasn't home for 3 weeks, it went down even more. So I'm just going to estimate it's 25. I think it's actually a little bit lower than that. So internet is going to be right on. It's always $14.99. And my phone, I don't know if that's accurate that I've paid $6. That doesn't seem right. But it should be around $78, although I will say there is a change that I might have to make. And if it is, it'll raise it $10. So the site that I was at previous had Wi-Fi, and I could just use that. My new site does not have Wi-Fi, and I currently have unlimited data, but it's an older plan, and it's back when you could get unlimited data, but you could not do tethering, which is also called mobile hotspot. The issue is that I like to bring my computer to work, and we have a lot of downtime, and I could get a lot of things accomplished, but without having Wi-Fi, I can't do much on my computer. So what I'm thinking of is paying the extra $10 per month to get, I can't remember the amount, but it's a good amount of data for a mobile hotspot. And still thinking about that, so I'm not sure. It looks like I've already paid the gas bill and the student loan. I think we corrected this because last month, you know what? Did we correct it? No, we didn't. All right, so if you remember last month, we were way under on the student loan payment. We were at 333, and what happened with that was I forgot to change the amount when I made May's budget because through September, I don't have to make payments on my federal loans. So let's go ahead and change this down to 333. And fast food, again, I'm not sure if this is right. Maybe it should be a little higher than 25, but I do have per diem that I'm using for most of my food. Again, groceries, this is actually not correct. I bought a money order for storage unit rent for 65 plus a fee. So it's counting that as groceries. So right now, groceries is literally at zero. So I think 75 is a good amount. Restaurants, sure. Let's leave it at 75. Gifts and donations, I can tell you guys that it came out of my Venmo balance, so I'll have to remember to add the transaction here. But I did put over $10 to buy a gift card for my current manager who's leaving this Sunday. And then with the doctor, I'm not 100% sure on this. I do have a doctor's appointment. Let's leave it at 250 because I have a doctor's appointment that's going to be 125 on the 9th, and I think maybe then I will have one more this month. Rent will be the same. I've actually already mailed that out. Renter's insurance, you can see there, it's already come out. So that's going to be the same. Storage, that will be business expenses. That's that recurring $15. There seems to me like there was something else that technically would be considered a business expense that I am going to have this month, but I cannot remember it right now. So if I do end up doing it, I'll explain that at the end of the month in the budget review. And then with clothing, okay, it's a long story, but I pretty much got stuck in a mud hole and ruined the shoes that I bought in September. I'm still wearing them, but they are so covered with mud that there's just no way of getting it out. I've done everything I possibly can. There is a shoe cleaning service here in Birmingham, and I'm going to actually have them take care of that for me. That's around $30, so that's a charge, but I'm not going to put that under clothing. That'll be some kind of service. I'm just telling you guys all this to let you know that there's a possibility that I might be getting a pair of shoes or maybe some socks or something later this month. We'll leave it at 30, and if it goes over 30, that's okay. And then stuff for mom, this will be mom's storage, and that was what was categorized as groceries. I've already bought this, and I just need to go through and categorize the transactions. Other than getting the little shoes cleaned, I'm not expecting too many big expenses. I am going to spend probably around $75 or so to get a mouth guard, like a night guard. My dentist has been wanting me to do that forever, and I finally have the money to do it. Not going to get it through him because he wants $600, but I found a company that's going to do that. And essentially, I might have some expenses related to my phone. I'm having a lot of problems with it, and I'm at that point where I just am going to have to get a new one. But I'm really trying to stretch it until fall when the new iPhone comes out. And at that point, it will have been 4 years since I got one. So I think it's pretty reasonable to upgrade. but I'm having a lot of battery issues, and for the longest time I couldn't get it fixed because the Apple stores are closed. But I actually have an appointment coming up here in a few days at the Apple store here to get this fixed. If I do get it fixed, I'm going to have to get a new screen protector for it because more than likely they're going to swap out this phone for like the same model because this one is it's messed up. So we'll see how that goes. But there might also be some phone expenses. And one possible other thing is that I bought a phone case last month, and I think I'm going to get the phone fixed first and see how it works, but I think I'm going to return it because it's supposed to be a battery case, but it really just seems like it's draining the battery off the phone into the case, and then you have to turn the case on, charge the phone, and it doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to see what happens with all of that, but essentially those should be all the big charges that you see. And then the emergency fund down payment, that should be pretty much right on. Probably right around in that area is about what I'll be able to contribute to the emergency fund. And I'm not going to put it in as the goal, but on top of that, all the extra money that I'm making from this deployment is also going to savings. So it will be $354 doing the $1 per hour worked, and I'm working 84 hours a week. But on top of that, I should be able to put a good amount away on top of that. I'm hoping at least a couple thousand, maybe closer to 3,000 or 4,000 this month. That'll just go directly into my emergency fund. So with that being said, that's all I have for this month. I do want to tell you guys I can't promise any videos coming out this month. I got a couple planned, but I keep promising them and they don't end up coming out. I do work 7 days a week, 13-hour days, so it is hard for me to kind of keep up with everything. But with that said, if you guys bear with me through September, you might not get that many videos, but when you do, especially the budget reviews, you're going to see quite a bit of difference in the net worth because I am just working all the time. So, all my money is going to either paying off debt or savings. So you'll see a lot of progress there. So if you guys will just stick with me through that, coming out of this, I'll be in a much better financial position.